At training centers across the globe, the United States Army has turned to expert technicians and craftsmen from the motion picture industry. Hollywood set designers and construction crews from Warner Brothers and Disney Studios recreate the various local environments our troops may find themselves in. They've created the most realistic training environments possible. Into these environments, the Army injects professional role players to create scenarios in which soldiers will learn to interact with civilians from other cultures. To add to the realism of each training exercise, the Army has adopted Hollywood use of pyrotechnics and sound effects to further immerse the soldier into the combat scenario. Our Army uses the latest digital individual tracking technology to analyze the movements and techniques of our soldiers as they make their way through urban environments. This instant feedback is priceless as the teams analyze their movement and reactions, learning the best methods and truly becoming a synchronized and efficient team. Virtual reality environments have graduated from theme parks to become an Army standard in training soldiers to prepare for different mission requirements. Virtual training includes everything from individual firearm training simulators to squad-level tactics and engagement, from virtual convoys and call for fire training to flight simulation and complex scenario-driven exercises, all designed to increase the soldiers' proficiency as they prepare for any number of missions worldwide. In conflicts where enemies do not always dress like soldiers, knowing who the good guys are is of supreme importance. These young soldiers are using laptop computers and digital cameras like the ones they grew up with, only these digital devices are being used to biometrically scan contacts in the field. An iris scan, fingerprints, and digital photos are entered into a database that all soldiers can access. These are the same kind of forensic techniques that advanced CSI detectives use back home. Robots, once the subject of science fiction, are now a way of life in the Army. Robotic devices are used for a wide variety of missions, including some of the most dangerous jobs on the battlefield. Remote explosives identification and disposal. For stealth reconnaissance, to gain access to denied areas without sending soldiers into a possibly hostile area. Robot vehicles can be found transporting heavy equipment, serving as weapon platforms, and even used for advanced intelligence gathering. Heads-up displays and joystick controllers make operating today's robotic systems intuitive to soldiers who grew up playing with radio-controlled vehicles and home video games. Urban ground sensors are issued to squads who need an extra set of eyes. Mounted anywhere, these sensors stream live footage to the soldiers and also back to their operational centers. The value of conducting advanced surveillance without using vital manpower is immeasurable. These tactical operations centers utilize ground sensors along routes and in urban areas to monitor real-time video feeds, giving them 360-degree situational awareness. All of this advanced technology ties into our Army's ability to track and control the battlefield. They're able to track real-time the exact location of every friendly and known enemy units and disseminate that information down to the lowest level. Streaming data from a wide variety of remote surveillance units allows the Army to coordinate complex operations more efficiently. Unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, provide the Army with the ultimate eyes on the battlefield. The Army employs different models of UAVs to accomplish a wide variety of key missions, including delivering real-time terrain observation and infrared imaging. They also use models equipped with communications packages and weapons platforms. The Shadow Tactical UAV is designed to provide units with day and night reconnaissance, surveillance, and target acquisition. With our Army's advanced technology on the ground and in the air, there's no longer any place on a battlefield to hide. The MQ-5 Bravo, also known as the Hunter, is the largest, most capable UAV in our Army's arsenal. It can fly at over 18,000 feet for 20 hours or more. Loaded with a relay package to communicate over extended distances with troops on the ground and advanced intelligence systems, the Hunter also has the ability to pack laser-guided bombs. The United States Army is combining all of these advancements to provide our soldiers with enhanced situational awareness on the battlefield. Units can gather streaming data directly from any element on the ground or in the air and transmit that instantaneously. Before units engage with an enemy, they obtain information superiority, extracting every detail on the enemy's size, equipment, and location. Using this information makes dominating the enemy quick and decisive. As the face of combat changes, the Army will change with it, creating the next generation of technologies that are going to make our soldiers safer, more capable, and even more effective than they are today. A future of smart weapons. Our world is changing rapidly. Only through technological innovation can our Army stay ahead of the pace. The future of our technology is becoming more digital and instantaneous every day. More and more, the Army is relying on protective advancements and remote systems to minimize the risk to the ground soldier while accomplishing our missions throughout the world. Even with all these advancements, our Army's greatest asset is the soldiers themselves. Even the soldier's first line of defense, his uniform, will use adaptive technology to protect our most valuable asset. Scientists are working at the molecular level to develop a way to change the property of our soldier's uniform. Imagine nanotechnology creating a thin, flexible fabric which could be made harder than armor in an instant. These technological developments will not only affect our soldiers, but also those they assist, as part of the Army's humanitarian efforts throughout the world. Technologies that may be discovered by the men and women in this audience. It's your Army. The future is ours.